Hey guys, this is Gadget, and today I'm going to take a look at low to mid-level healing. When I say mid-level, this should work all the way up till 50. It might be a bit different at 50. The specs should be about the same, but I haven't really tried it out, so I can't say for sure. Today is actually the first time I'm going to do live commentary, so if I stumble my words or something, I apologize. As far as stats go, you definitely want to stack Wisdom as your #1 priority, without gimping Intellect or Endurance. Let's go over the spec here. I'm mostly Warden. I'm actually level 31, so I have 31 points Warden, 10 Sentinel, and 0 Purifier. Hopefully I'm going to go to 12 Purifier, 32 Warden, and 22 Sentinel in the end. I only suggest this spec if you're over level 20 because you get a pretty vital Warden spell at level 20. So, at this level I have most of the basic healing spells that I need. As I level up I'll get a few more cool cooldowns, but that's about it. I'm going to split the video up into a couple sections. First we're going to talk about tank healing, and then some spot party healing, and then we'll go over AoE heals. So as a Warden you want to keep your hots up at all time on the tank. And to do this I'm using Focus. If you haven't used Focus before, it's super useful. Basically, target, type /focus, or you can make a macro down here like I have, and you can see you have your focus frame here. Now if you have a macro that'll cast at a focus target, like this one here, see it says cast at focus, soothing stream. I can target anybody, so I target this random person, push my tank, heal, and it's healing my focus target here. So that's really useful and I suggest it. It really helps out to keep your hots up. So let's go over the hots. The first one is Soothing Stream. This is your strongest hot. It should be kept up to 4 at all times on the tank. It has a 12-second duration. I usually refresh it when it's about 3 or 2 seconds. It's very situational though. If none of the other party is taking damage, you can wait all the way till 1 or 0 seconds. If you know a bunch of damage about to come up, just go ahead and refresh it early. The other hot you want to keep up, if the tank is still taking a noticeable amount of damage, is Healing Spray. Right now I don't have a macro for that one. You could make it to cast on the tank, but Healing Spray is another hot. If the tank is still taking damage after both of these, I have a macro that I'll show you soon that will do direct heals to the tank. And the first spell cast is Deluge, and Deluge does more healing if there's more hots on the target. So you want to keep your both your hots up, and then if you cast Deluge, so there's a big heal here, 590, 543. That's over 1100 healing. That's pretty good for my level. Deluge is definitely your strongest healing spell. It's an 8-second cooldown. And it's not as effective if you don't have your hots up, so you want to keep that up. Since it does have an 8-second cooldown in my tank direct heal macro, I have, cast Tidal Surge. That's a cooldown just to increase your healing down of your next spell. Some people might argue you shouldn't put in your macro, maybe use it when it's more situational. To be honest, I'm kind of lazy sometimes, so I keep it in there. If you don't want it, take it out. And then cast at Focus Deluge, that's the spell I just showed you. Cast at Focus Healing Breath, that's a instant heal that heals for quite a bit in the Sentinel tree. And then the last one is cast at Focus Healing Grace, which is a direct heal that you gain from Sentinel. Alternatively, you could use Healing Current, which deals a bit less than Healing Grace, but it does put a hot on the target afterwards. That's a personal preference. I like putting the Healing Grace because if the tank is still taking noticeable amount of damage after you're spamming a Deluge and Healing Grace and all your hots, then you probably want some direct heals more so than a hot to kind of save his life. So yeah, that's about it for tanking. Make sure you keep your hots up at all time, and if they take noticeable damage, I have my at focus tank macro that you can cast to keep them up. As far as spot healing goes, it depends completely if the party is or if the target is taking damage, or if they just taken damage. If they've taken damage and are no longer taking damage, then usually a healing spray will be good enough, and I just put it on the target. If I need to get them up, I have a party macro. That one is basically the instant cast healing breath that I showed you before, and then healing grace is my direct damage heal, which I also told you about. So recap, when a party is taking, or when a single target in your party has taken damage, a healing spray is usually enough. If they're taking damage, I definitely put a healing spray and cast my direct heals at the target. For AoE heals, that is when your whole party takes damage, I'll do a healing flood, which puts a hot on everyone in the raid. And unfortunately I don't have it yet, but in Sentinel, soon I'll get healing communion. That's a direct damage AoE heal. That's going to help out a lot. So basically I'll put the healing flood on the raid, and then I'll be spamming healing communion. So that's about it for the healing. I'll go over the cooldowns we have now. Orbs of the stream, I put before I usually put before a pull. The reason I don't usually put it during the pull is because a lot of that healing is going to go straight to overhealing. I'm not quite a fan of that, but you know, if you have time to spare, it's good to throw up on the target. Another cooldown is Cascade. This just gives you some mana back, 15% over 3 seconds. I have a simple macro for that one too, where it just says target gadget, which is my character, cast Cascade, and then target last target. The other cooldowns, I have Healing Showers, that's 31 points in Warden. If the party is taking a lot of AoE damage, I can throw that up and run around basically and heal people. You can't see the heals on the healing practice dummy because he's technically not in my group. The other cooldowns I have is Ripple. This one will last for 6 seconds. Any hots I do in those 6 seconds will spread to up to 5 additional party members. So I have a simple macro for that one too. Since Soothing Stream is your best healing spell, you want to put Ripple. Then if you keep spamming it, you put Healing Stream to 4. As you can see, it's also gaining Healing Stream on myself. You also have your Cure. There's 2 cures you get. Curative Waters is kind of like a hot, but instead of healing you, it dispels. If you saw my Darkening Deeps video, the hot I was talking about was this one. You probably want to put this one on when the boss starts running back and towards the light, and it'll cure the fear. That's actually about it. The only other thing I have is Shields of Ancestors, just to heal for myself. So if you have any more questions that I didn't address, please let me know. I hope this is sufficient. As always, comment, thumbs up. See you later. Thanks.